as to what was going on. But I promise you that Megan and I will always come here with the utmost respect. We want to learn about you and know the history of the people that are buried here. That's our interest.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Is it okay with you if we go and continue to some other locations in the cemetery and visit some other souls and resting places?
Help us, spirits. Talk.
Yes, that's what we want to do.
Remember.
Yep. Okay, then, with your permission, we are going to go to a few other locations in the cemetery, and then we might use our dowsing rods here to kind of find a new location.
To us.
Yes.
Go for a walk.
Yes. Perfect. Alright, this is Meg and Joe from Travelers Paranormal, and we are at the City Cemetery in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, this is a location that we've come to several times, and usually have really good interaction. But if you've been watching our videos this month, you'll see that the last time we were here, we ended up leaving early and kind of getting a lot of negative answers. So Megan didn't even say half of what she was hearing, so I'm going to let her describe it a little bit.
Yeah, kind of like Joe said, I was hearing some very negative words, but I said a couple of them out loud, but then other ones I just...
Yeah, talk louder than the cicadas.
I said some of them, but then others are just like, getting death and die and other things that were a little bit darker that we haven't experienced when we were here before. And at one point, like, I heard a laugh, and I know I told Joe that, but it wasn't like a friendly laugh. It was kind of like a nasty laugh, and it was being very aggressive. And it's something that we've never experienced here. Like, you can see this is beautiful. Like, the butterflies flying around right now.
Yeah.
It really helps. And the willows and stuff. This is a beautiful cemetery. It is well loved. The people who take care of it, they do cemetery tours, so there's people coming to visit. You know, we've talked before in other postings and stuff about, people talk about the 3 deaths. You know, when you actually die, the last time someone who knew you passes away, and then the last time your name is spoken. So there's people who come, they do tours and stuff like that, and they kind of keep the memories of the people who were here alive that way. So we've never really experienced anything dark before, so it was very strange that time. We don't know why, or what was different that time.
So to start off our visit here, we are going to do an S-Box session, kind of in the same place that we were at before. So bonus for you guys, you get to see it during the day. So this is, while Megan sets up the S-Box, this is the rock that I was talking about. And the story of the rock is that a young lady fell from her death from this rock, and her husband moved it here to mourn her, and that's not true. I don't know actually why there's a giant rock here, but I do know that was a story. People said that there used to be a light here, and the light would be off, but you would see light coming from it. She did... So the rock was placed here by her husband, but it's not that she, like, jumped to her death or anything of that sort. So, we have this here. So this gives her name, Lucy Rollins Steele. Died May 4th, 1847. Rock placed over her grave by her husband. But I don't know why this rock, or why that was the thing he did, but it's not that she, like, fell from her death on this rock. And the story has a different name. I think, yes, okay. I think in the story, people say that it's Anne. So we have Anne Roll Sanders here, died March 30th, 1836, 21 years, wife of Charles H. Sanders. So that is who the story is about, but that does not match the rock.
So I've already heard it say, a stranger visited here. Don't know.
So this is Megan, I'm Johanna. Last time we were here, we were getting a lot of kind of negative feelings that don't usually come from this cemetery. This is a peaceful place. You heard us say that, so are you telling us that maybe there was something strange here or something not normal here that night? Definitely felt not normal to us. I just turned this way because there's someone walking around. Like we said, it's a very peaceful place. And to have a cemetery in a peaceful spot like this in the middle of a city, we're just a couple blocks from downtown. So people will come here and they'll walk just to enjoy the space.
It said several, and then it said tilled, with a T, tilled.
Tilled. Like, just look how peaceful, like that weeping tree just blowing easily in the wind, and the old gravestones right here. If there's someone communicating with us, can you tell us your name?
People, not
She said
friendly.
people not friendly. Oh. Who's not friendly? Which people?
Teenagers.
Oh.
2.
Are the teenagers here now? Or were they here the other night? Were there some teenagers being disrespectful in your cemetery?
Using some paint.
Did somebody vandalize the cemetery?
Did someone come in? Have you seen anything about someone vandalizing?
I just said that same thing. I don't know of anything. Put your headset back on. We're talking here. So were you giving off a negative feeling that night because you've recently been vandalized and you were afraid that was going to happen again? I can tell you that we never will. We come here with the utmost respect.
Godless.
I have not seen anything in the news about vandalism at the cemetery, but of course that happens. And when we sneak, yeah. So when we start getting into fall, and people start paying attention to spooky things and stuff that goes bump in the night, I'm sure we start seeing more people kind of coming. You just pass judgment right away. So somebody vandalized your cemetery. So you were trying to give off like a negative feeling because it wasn't normal for this location. Do you feel better because we're here during the day now? Do you feel more safe?
Fools. We don't eat them.
I hope you're not talking about us. But I am sorry that you had someone come here. No? Okay. So somebody came here and was maybe disrespectful, and so you were just kind of trying to protect yourself and ward people off at night. That would be interesting. The cemetery, some kids break in for a spooky night, and you're like, oh, I'll show them. Alright, so maybe we have our explanation as to what was going on. But I promise you that Megan and I will always come here with the utmost respect. We want to learn about you and know the history of the people that are buried here. That's our interest.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Is it okay with you if we go and continue to some other locations in the cemetery? Visit some other souls and resting places?
Help us, spirits. Talk.
Yes, that's what we want to do.
Remember.
Yep. Okay then, with your permission, we are going to go to a few other locations in the cemetery, and then we might use our dowsing rods here to kind of find a new location.
To us.
Yes.
Go for a walk.
Yes, perfect. All right, I do appreciate your openness and your permission. We will not hurt anything. So let me tap Megan out. All right, so I'm gonna stop this recording. And we're gonna go and move to some other locations, because what I had just asked was if, knowing why they were, maybe this vandalism is why they were like putting off a bad feeling, and knowing that, I asked if we could have permission to go to a few other places, and I said that you got help us or speak and listen and go for a walk. So I think that is their permission. So I'm going to stop this recording, and we will pick up at a different location.